So introduce yourself, and
Okay.
you're
Okay.
you want to know how wild honey looks like and how it reacts to movement,
To movement and
because it's been in the forest for years and it hasn't been found for years. So when you move it, it reacts to movement,
all right.
and when you shake it, it transforms into a million bubbles. Now you can see this one is liquid, right?
Yeah.
This one's liquid.
That's liquid.
When I shake it, it turns into white because it will have a million bubbles in less than 1 minute.
Wow.
Now you have to smell it first, kasi it has produced air pressure, a lot of air pressure. If you can press it, you can see.
Yeah, it's that.
That it's really hard, diba? Kasi it has already produced air pressure inside.
Okay.
Because the last time I did some shaking, it transformed into a million bubbles.
All right.
So after 24 hours of non-movement, it becomes liquid.
Settle down.
It turns back into its liquid state. But then it produces air pressure. Now, to taste it, to smell it, you have to really, bring your nose
Close.
and sniff it, because when I open it, it will sound like you just open a soft drink.
Oh yes.
It will squeeze out a fragrant aroma. Na it smells like you just smelled a million flowers from the jungle. Okay,
Exciting.
right, ready?
Okay. Ready?
You better put your nose here so you can smell it. Really close. You have to really close. Now, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hear the sound.
Wow.
Can you hear?
Oh.
Did you hear it?
Yeah. I hear it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Smell it. All right. Did you smell the fragrant aroma of the forest?
Yes.
That's how you know.
That's
Now.
wildflower.
Now, next is we will shake it. We'll see if it really transforms into a million bubbles from the
Alright.
liquid state to a million bubbles. And I will show you, because we will pour it
Okay. Yeah.
into a bottle. Okay? Now, we will... Jan! Jan, Maya! Kumo ako ng boteng walang laman, kahit anong bote dyan sa akin. Bote na walang laman. Ay, doon, please. Boteng walang laman. Bote ng honey, kahit anong suka.
Buti ng honey.
Oo. Ako na kaya tumakbo.
Okay.
A brand new Yamamura made food grade glass bottle.
All right.
We never use bottles, gin bottles or ketchup bottles that comes from the junk shop. Okay?
Yeah, that's
We never use that. We are always, all the way sanitary.
okay.
So now we will shake the bottle. Look. Now, look. It hasn't been 30 seconds yet,
Yeah, it's all
and it already transformed into a different color.
immediate.
Almost immediately, right?
Yeah.
Now, that's less than 30 seconds. That's like 5-10 seconds only. Now, from its liquid state, did it really transform into a million bubbles?
Yes.
Now we will see with your own two eyes if it really transformed.
Oh yes.
Did you see? Did you hear it again?
Yeah.
You know,
Pressurized.
air pressures.
Oh, the smell.
Look. Close up. Close up. Look.
Wow.
Now it's not liquid anymore.
Oh shit.
It's
Full.
bubbles.
Bubbles.
It's all bubbles.
So that's the real pure wild
Now,
honey.
now it looks like milk.
Yes. Looks like milk.
Less than a minute ago, it was liquid. It was wild honey. Now, it's become a bubble. Now, I told Kirk, if do 2 drops, if you try to put 2 drops
It's
of
exciting.
wild honey onto your tongue palate, you will forget your name for a fraction of a second. That's how do you describe it? It's so super, it's so sarap, you know. I will scrape off. This is clean, this is clean spoon.
Okay.
This is bacteria free spoon. You know, it's just bubbles. Look. Oh. There's another bubble. Yeah.
Don't
Is
taste.
it bubbles? You know,
it's bubbles.
you have to take a close photo of that.
Oh yeah.
Is that liquid or is it bubbles?
It's bubbles.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yeah. Am I
Oh.
trying to fake this or what?
It's good. To
Huh?
move closer.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's pure bubbles.
Is that liquid or is that bubbles? It has transformed into a million bubbles.
Yes.
So now it's time for you to taste it.
Wow.
Close up, close up.
Oh.
How does it taste? How does it taste like, Kirk? Huh? Do you smell it? Do you smell the difference?
Oh shit.
Look. This is how real wild honey reacts to movement. When you shake it, it transforms into a million.
I forget my name.
You forgot your name for a fraction of a second.
A fraction of
He
a second.
forgot his name. Woo! It's real.
It's real, man.
It's real. It's genuine. That's how you know.
Yes.
Yep. So when we keep it,
And the taste is it's difficult to describe because I never taste any honey like this before.
that's how you know it's real.
Yeah.
Yep. Look, it's still white. If you wait for 1 hour, the liquid will appear after an hour.
Okay.
If you pause it and then you time lapse it for 1 hour, it will. Siguro after 1 hour, it's like liquid is here.
Okay.
So times 24 times
24 hours.
takes about 24 hours.
Yeah, but for chase, so I will.
Yeah, I think it's better if you get the 1 liter instead of the 500 ml, and I will just close it,
Okay.
and then when you get home, see how far the liquid has turned into.
Okay.
But I think it will just reach about here.
Okay. Yeah.
So you'll have to come back here so I can refill it. Because 1 liter is like really full.
Okay.
So you have to come back here, Kurt, so I can put more.
Okay.
I cannot put more because it's
Yeah.
still in its bubble state. You know. So you can would you like to get the 1 liter instead of the 500 ml? So you know
Yeah, of course.
you got the real one.
Yeah.
And then when it turns liquid, you can come back and we'll refill it again.
All right.
Same container.
Okay.
When you get back here, it's liquid already. Because I already closed it.
Okay.
I'll get the cap.
All right.
You can
Thank
pause
you.
it. This one tastes like medicine.
So you have 32 and this is just 2 out of.
Yeah, out of 32. This is like I won't shake it anymore
Yeah.
because it's already pressurized. You smell it. You want to smell it?
Yes. Yeah. It's the same as the
But
one I
it's-
bought in Africa. It's wild.
It's really wild.
Yeah.
So I'll let you taste it. Tastes a bit like medicine though.
Raw, pure,
Wild,
wild,
unfiltered.
honey.
Wild honey. Now that's a different mountain. It's called Mount Malabitu. It's the highest mountain in the three regions.
Okay.
It's in the middle of Rizal, Western Sierra Madre, General Nakar, Northern Sierra Madre, and Infanta Quezon. It's right smack in the middle. It's the highest mountain there. It's called Mount Malabitu.
What's Malabitu?
It's where the trees are like, you know, you have to hold on to each other. Six of you. That's how thick the trees are.
Oh.
That's how big the trees are, but it's very small.
Oh.
It's like
Short.
2 stories high.
2 stories high.
It's very small, but it's very big,
Okay.
and it's very cold. I think it's about 7,000 feet above sea level.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And this is Mount Halcon. Mount Halcon is the highest mountain in Mindoro.
Okay.
It borders the 2 regions, the Oriental and the Occidental. And then the Mount Halcon's forest, on the front side is Oriental. The back side of the Mount Halcon forest is Occidental Mindoro. This one is at the back,
Okay.
back of Mount Halcon. Yeah, you walk for about 3 days
3 days.
yeah, to get to the base
Just
before
the
you
base.
go
In.
into the forest. So about 2 to 3 days, another 2 to 3 days of honey hunting.
And you do it
It
yourself?
depends on how far the beehive is, and because it's very dangerous in the mountain.
Yeah.
You know why? A few things. A native hunter will have about 80 traps.
Shit.
80 traps per hunter. Some of the traps are like patagilid. It's called patagilid. There's a shaft, and then there are sharp bamboos lined up, and when you trip it, it
Will hit you.
it flicks to the side. So if it hits you on the thigh, the sharp bamboo will just go through your legs. That's how wild boars die.
Oh yeah.
They lose
That's-
the blood.
That's for the boars or for the hunters?
For the boars and for the deers, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, for wild game.
Yeah.
And then there's also called the hole or palaglag hole. It's pretty common. They just dig and they put sharp bamboos at the bottom, and then they cover it with leaves.
Fuck.
You fall out there,
You're dead.
you're like barbecued, you know. But the barbecue goes in your
Balls.
balls, goes in your stomach and goes out like that. You're like lechon.
So how
And then there's also the patale. When you trigger it, the rope
it cuts.
catches your feet and you're upside down in a split second. The thing is, it's good if you have a knife.
Yeah.
You cut yourself out, right? But some people cannot even, you know,
Upside down.
yeah, they cannot even, you know, bend their head or
Yeah.
arms to cut themselves out. But then you're high. Even if you cut yourself, it's either you hit your head, you hit your neck, or you break your spine, or you break your elbows, your wrist. There's gonna fall, and you're gonna fall upside down onto a solid ground. You can easily, you know, get immobilized
Yeah.
if if your spine is.
So how you manage to get out?
And there's also what you call malaria.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You can die also from that. There's also there's also called swarms of mosquitoes.
And
Swarms, as in millions of mosquitoes, they come by the millions. They're moved by the air.
Oh.
If you get into the swarm, when you breathe in your nose, the mosquitoes will get into your nose. If you breathe into your mouth, the mosquitoes will go into your mouth. It's swarms of mosquitoes. There's also swarms of bugs, like bed bugs.
Oh.
Bed bugs.
Flying bugs.
Yeah, the bugs, like the bed bugs, they jump, right? Those small things that nip your skin.
Yeah.
They jump. In the forest, they fly. They fly. The wind moves millions of them. And when you get into the swarm, all parts of your skin will get nipped. Like they'll go inside your ears. They'll eat your scalp and everything else. Because they're carnivorous.
Oh.
They'll eat you alive.
So how you get away with it?
Huh?
How you get away with all those insects?
Yeah, you go away from the swarm. You go away, you walk away. You know, maybe a kilometer away, maybe they're gone. Or, there are other dangers in the forest. That's why you cannot sell wild honey for such a cheap amount.
Yeah.
It's very hard to find them. Even if you try to follow bees from tree to tree, tree to tree, you're gonna just wait, until they get to the hive.
Yeah.
The problem is, in the forest, there's no road, and it's dense forest.
Yeah, it's
meaning
dense.
you have to have a itak. What do you call it, itak in English?
Bolo.
Bolo. You
Knife.
have to bolo your way inside the forest, and it takes about 2 hours to clear 50 meters.
Yeah. And how long is that?
And how far does a bee fly from the honey hive? They can fly as far as 15 kilometers away.
Imagine.
So their territorial diameter is 15 kilometers.
15 kilometers.
So if you're going 15 kilometers inside the forest,
No way.
hacking your way for 2 hours every 50 meters, how long do you think it'll take you to get 15 kilometers inside?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And what if the bees fly up on the rock wall? You think you can fly with the bees on the rock? You don't.
No.
You find a way to get to where the bees had flown. You try to hack your way again and find a ridge to get to the top. And when you get to the top, if you ever get to the top, you have to camp again and wait for another day and wait for the bees to pass by the same way. What if the bees don't fly the same way? You're lost. You go back again. You go to the highest part of the mountain. You go to the highest tree. No, the tree.
The tree.
The tree. And then you make a nest on top of the highest tree. You know why? You wait until the sun comes out.
Okay.
What do you call that? Is it
Sunrise.
dusk? Is it called the dusk?
Yeah.
Before the sunrise?
Yeah.
So before the sun rises, you have to be at the top of the highest tree,
Okay.
making a nest, because that is the time when, before the sun rises, that's the time when the swarms of bees fly in groups.
Okay.
And then you will see the direction of each swarm, where it goes. You have to be good at orienteering in the forest, because if you're not good at orienteering, you will never find them. You have to just choose one, because you will see several swarms. You choose which swarm, which way, which swarm and which way you choose, and then you go back down and you follow them.
So in one swarm, how much usually you get? Like how many liters?
It depends.
Honey?
It depends. Some you get 1 gallon, some you get 2 gallons, some you get 5 gallons. It depends how lucky you are.
Two 2 gallons.
That is about two.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe two. 1.5 gallons, maybe.
Mm. Yeah, it's not full yet.
About 1.5 gallons. So to get this one, it took us about almost 3 months to find it.
3 months. Oh.
And then you tell me you're gonna sell it for 150 pesos for a bottle of ketchup.
Yeah,
Bottle of ketchup size.
it's not worth it. But I mean,
It's either a fake one
uh,
or a cultured honey trying to pretend it's wild.
yeah.
These cultured honeys from honey farms,
Uh,
they say their honeys are wild
no.
because they don't their bees are not in a cage. Crazy,
This is
you know.
crazy.
You don't say that your honeys are wild,
Uh,
even though you have a honey farm, because you're not keeping them in a cage. It's crazy.
yeah, they do.
Wild means you found it in the dense forest.
Yeah.
You found the hive, the honey hive, and it takes really serious determination
Yeah.
to accomplish that.
A lot of work.
Yep, and that's how you know it's wild.
Yeah.
It creates pressure.
Uh-huh.
It transforms into a million bubbles in a few seconds.
Yes.
And it smells
Real.
this
like-
fragrant aroma. A combination of all the millions of flowers in the forest.
Yes.
That's how you know it's wild.
Yeah.
Cultured is always,
Oh, it's flat.
it smells like sugar.
Sugar. Exactly.
When it tastes it, it tastes like a combination of all the soft drinks.
Yes.
But with wild, it's completely different. But
different.
it's very hard to find sellers here that sell wild.
That's true.
Yep.
That's right.
So that's about it.
Okay. So you get what you pay.
Look, the liquid is like 2 centimeters.
Oh yes.
Look.
Yeah.
Can you see the liquid at the bottom?
Yeah.
It has turned into liquid.
Uh-huh.
We've been talking for about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
very
it's,
slowly.
the liquid part is still small.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll cover it with food grade Yamamura brand new cap.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
All right. Thank you so much for the information, and it's really worth it.
Don't get fooled.
You're correct.
Only find us in Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just type Sierra Madre Wild Honey.
All right.
You'll get the real one.
Yeah.
You'll get the genuine one.
All right. Thank you for that.
Right.